Every year, the NFLPA releases team report cards, allowing players to anonymously share their experiences and highlight areas that need improvement. For the past few years, the Kansas City Chiefs have ranked near the bottom of the league, and while they've made some strides this season, they still find themselves among the lowest-ranked teams. In today's video, we'll break down exactly what's going on, why it's still a problem, and what needs to change. But first, let's talk about those Chiefs. The NFLPA has been releasing team report cards for the last 3 years. These surveys allow players to anonymously share their thoughts on their team's facilities, staff, and overall treatment. Nearly 1,700 players participated in this year's survey, averaging around 50 responses per team. The goal? To improve the behind-the-scenes experience for players and hold teams accountable. In 2023, the Chiefs ranked 29th out of 32 teams. Last year, they dropped even lower, finishing at 31st, only ahead of the Washington Commanders. Some of the main issues reported included training staff and medical treatment. Players felt support was lacking. Locker rooms received an F grade, with promises of renovations going unfulfilled. Nutrition and dietitian support ranked 31st with an F- grade due to a lack of presence from the dietitian. Ownership investment. Owner Clark Hunt received the lowest grade of any NFL owner last year, with concerns about his willingness to upgrade facilities. Despite still ranking low overall, the Chiefs did make some positive changes. They improved from 31st to 26th in the league, with notable upgrades in key areas. White-heavy checkmark nutrition and dietitian support went from an F to an A-, thanks to hiring a full-time dietitian from the New York Jets. A massive improvement. White-heavy checkmark treatment of families increased from AD+ to AB-, largely due to the introduction of game-day stadium daycare for players' families. White-heavy checkmark training staff upgraded from an F to a C, with fewer complaints about head trainer Rick Burkholder compared to previous years. White-heavy checkmark strength coaches and team travel improved from C/D grades to Bs, with better organization and facilities for players. White-heavy checkmark cafeteria and food quality saw a noticeable jump from C to B, likely influenced by the new dietitian's presence. While the Chiefs made progress, they're still far from being among the league's best when it comes to player treatment. Some of the biggest complaints remaining include Crossmark locker room, D, still one of the worst in the league, ranked 28th out of 32 teams. Players cite a lack of space and small lockers. Crossmark training room, C, while slightly improved, players feel it's still too small, lacks proper equipment, and needs more physical therapists. Crossmark weight room, C+, ranked 30th in the league, with complaints about space limitations making it difficult for all players to train properly. Crossmark home game hotel, lowest in the NFL. Players call it outdated, uncomfortable, and even dirty, with some keeping their shoes on due to the state of the floors. Crossmark Clark Hunt's grade, C-, improved from last year's F-, but still ranks 26th out of 32 owners, with lingering concerns about his willingness to invest in top-tier facilities. While some argue that a team's success on the field is all that matters, player satisfaction behind the scenes is crucial. The highest-ranked teams in this year's report card, Miami Dolphins, 1st, Minnesota Vikings, 2nd, and Atlanta Falcons, 3rd, have all invested in state-of-the-art facilities. Interestingly, powerhouse teams like the Bills, Bengals, and Chiefs all rank in the mid-20s, proving that winning doesn't always correlate with having the best resources. Players like DeAndre Hopkins have stated that it's about how you go out and perform, not about what your locker room looks like. While that's true, providing a top-tier environment can only help attract and retain talent. The Chiefs have invested $4 million into facility upgrades last year and plan to spend another $5 million this offseason. Some upcoming improvements include further cafeteria enhancements, expanding the weight room, better air conditioning for the indoor practice facility. However, major upgrades might not happen until the Chiefs finalize their stadium situation. If they move to Kansas after their Arrowhead lease expires in 2030, they'll likely build an entirely new, state-of-the-art complex. If they stay in Missouri, we should expect major upgrades in the near future. The Chiefs may be back-to-back Super Bowl champs, but they still rank 26th out of 32 teams in terms of player experience. While improvements have been made, there's still a long way to go, and Clark Hunt will need to continue investing in the team's future. What do you think? Are the Chiefs doing enough to improve their facilities, Or is it embarrassing for a dynasty team to rank this low? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, let's go, Chiefs!